What's up, you guys? I hope you're very well. I hope you're having a very good start of the weekend. Today's video, we started with this tiny little project. It's a moss terrarium. You can see the process of making this little guy in my other channel, Fish Bowls and Musgo. You can check out the link down in the description box. If you can subscribe to that other channel, you will be really helping me out. If you already did subscribe, thank you so much. As you can see, this is a moss terrarium, a tiny moss terrarium. You can see that the moss is doing very well. It was planted a couple of weeks ago. Maybe I could have done a bit better, but I just left it here in my backyard, and I haven't done anything to it. You know, it would be really helpful if you put this in like a desk with a one of those LED lights. That would be really good for the moss. In fact, I think that's exactly what I'm going to do in the next coming weeks. And in my Fish Bowls and Musgo channel, you can see updates and videos where we build little projects or other projects like these. Yeah, so excellent. Thank you for listening for my little rant, and yeah, I'll see you there. So let's get on with the video. So today we are going to talk about our rosemary projects. You can see that this is the rosemary that we transplanted into this colander a couple of months ago, and you can see how it's grown and how that little sacrifice branch is still there. You know, it's doing very well. I can see that this is a species that's not the typical bonsai species. You know, if you cut it, it doesn't ramify as you would want it to, as you'd expect from a tree, because this is a shrubby herb. But yeah, that doesn't mean that you can't get very good material to work as bonsai with this little guys. You can see that the little trunk is, you know, thickening as time goes by. Little cactus started growing there. I didn't plant it there, but I had it in another pot, and then it fell into this colander, and we can see that it's now made its home in this little colander. But yeah, like I said, this little guy is not so little anymore. In the future, I realized that it's best to let it grow completely and then clip. Let it grow completely and then clip. You know, you just got to make sure that you don't let the branches get to a thickness that you don't want it. For example, if you want, let's say for example, you want really fine branches here at the top, what you're gonna do is you're gonna leave it to grow, but then you're gonna clip. You're not gonna leave them to grow so much that the branch loses its figure, that the branch loses its shape, and that it gets so thick that it doesn't look like a tiny little branch from the top of the tree. We can see that this is growing wild. In the future, I might just select a couple of branches here and there, and I might wire, but just this one, maybe another one over here. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna do this completely clip and grow. Yeah, maybe we can, you know, it's a bit heavy, so not lift it with one hand, but we can see like a full body shot there. So yeah, it's kind of cool. And over here in that video where we first started this, we also transplanted this little cutting, and you can see that this has also grown nicely, and we can also see the sacrifice branch over here. This one, since this is a bit thinner, we can wire a little bit, just a little bit, just because the wood is very brittle, and that's exactly what we're going to do today. In addition to that, I also took cuttings last time, and we're going to start another one of these in another little container, and yeah, that's going to be today's video. Okay, so I'm going to wire this little guy. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do, and then yeah, I'm going to show you what it looks like when it's all wired up. Yeah, so here we go. So check this out. We can see that I wired the main little trunk and also the first two branches. That second branch, you know, the wiring on that is terrible, but it grows in such a funny angle that I just couldn't manage to reach that little corner that we got there. So let's see how we do with that one. If not, I'm just gonna clip it away. It's gonna be absolutely no problem. So I'm gonna place this thing on the ground, and then I'm gonna put the camera on a tripod. Let's see if we can see the whole bending process. Yeah, so let's take a look. Here we are. Camera is a bit wobbly, but I just see how the little trunk is slightly going towards this side. So I'm going to use that to my advantage. And right from the get-go, I can tell you that this feels absolutely brittle. I expect to hear it crack any time now. Well, let's see what we can do, yeah? I'm not going to do like very dramatic, loopy wiring, because it's just impossible with this one. You know, I have the same problem with a couple of black pines that I'm working in bonsai. I might show you them. I might show you those. Sorry, at at the end of the video. But yeah, it's very difficult to work with brittle branches or trunks. So that's why, whatever you can get is good. Let's see. Baby's crying in the background. Not my baby, neighbor's baby. I don't have babies. I just remember that. A stupid joke. There's nothing more beautiful than a baby's laugh. Except if you don't have a baby and you're home alone at 3 in the morning. So that's not my baby. Anyway, let's take a look. Yeah, a bit slanted. Let's see if we can do a little bit more. Starting to drizzle. Maybe I can be a little bit more brave. Oh no, I heard that crack. And over here, I think, was that little cracking sound. You see that? It wasn't the trunk, it was this little branch right here. If we lose it, it's no problem because we have another one there. So, yeah. Okay. So I kind of like this. I think it can be a bit. More drastic there. Another little movement there. Okay. And this is the end result. So as this little guy grows, it's gonna look better. Yeah, and I'm just gonna remove that little branch that we nicked from the back. I think it was this one. Let me check. Oh, it's this one. This one right here. Can cut that wire cutter with seam. There we go. Nothing to worry about. So yeah, let's see what happens. And the next thing that we're gonna do, place this little guy here. We're gonna take this little guy right here, and we're gonna transplant it to this little pot. This little pot had one of my adenium bonsai projects. I recently started the transplant process on that one, so it's become available. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transplant this little guy to this little pot. Okay, so let's do that. Let's take a look. Here we are. Here we have the little guy, and it's just a matter of doing a little mound in the middle, placing the roots there, and cover the little guy with the remaining soil. This is a mixture of pumice, cocoa dust, and lava rock, and it should be good. It should be golden. It's starting to rain heavier now, so yeah, I'm gonna call it a day. So this little guy, in a couple of months, is gonna start looking very similar to that little guy. And I was telling you about the difficulty of wiring a thicket trunk. We can see that this is the little guy that I'm gonna be working on in the next couple of weeks. So anyway, I hope you liked this video. Any questions, comments, doubts, or anything, drop them down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.